Well, obviously, events of the last 48 hours are deeply disturbing, and what we see is a spiralling conflict, a spiralling war, and things are really getting out of control. I think first and foremost we're ultimately concerned about Irish citizens, British citizens, those that have been travelling to the Middle East, those that have made their home, and our first concern is their safety and getting them extracted from what is a potentially very dangerous and catastrophic situation. So we remain engaged with both the Irish Government, the British Government, in terms of the advice that they are offering out, and I encourage everyone who is concerned to follow the consular advice, the embassy's advice, and hopefully there will be an opportunity for some people to get removed from what is a very, very challenging situation. I think any of us reflecting on the last 48 hours can only be seriously alarmed about a war that has started, and where does this all end? A war that should never have begun, but a war that now needs to be ceased. What we need to see is dialogue, what we need to see is respect for international law, and unfortunately that is not the case at this moment in time, but I certainly make that case very strongly that we need to see negotiation, we need to see people around the table, we need to see a plan to end this war and an end to the destruction and the devastation. You only have to look at events of Saturday, of what happened to over 150 children in Iran, and then what's spilled out even from that, more loss of life, more death and destruction. I want to see this come to an end. I fundamentally disagree with the British Government's approach, the fact that they have now joined this reckless war, and I've made that very clear to them as well. But I will continue to engage in terms of humanitarian issues, in terms of trying to get people safely removed and back home with their loved ones.